Good evening. I'm Gray Coyle, a student at one of the schools. Now, I'd like to talk about something very serious and dear to my heart, which is teachers who tend to shut down their students when they don't agree with them or don't understand what they're trying to ask. Now, to you, this may not seem like a big deal, but it is a massive issue. Because shutting down the opinions of students who you disagree with, whether that be on a moral, political, or educational level, can really hurt that student. Whether it be you disagreeing with them through ignoring or passive-aggressive shaming, it doesn't help at all. In fact, it hinders the classroom. I had asked several students whether or not they had had a teacher who shut them down or straight up ignored them, and they all said the same thing about how that affected the learning environment. All of them said that it made them want to participate less within the classroom. It made them more angry and reject the teacher and whatever they were saying. It made them feel worthless. And this is a massive issue because no teacher should be creating that kind of environment. If a teacher is making a student feel worthless within the classroom, there's something really, really wrong going on. According to Psychology Today, some of the reactions that students have when faced with passive-aggressive teachers can really be detrimental to both their success and the success of the classroom. Some students will act intentionally inefficient, while others will procrastinate or even sabotage not only their work, but other people's work around them just to prove the teacher that there's something wrong with the class. And while that may seem good for that student in the current moment, it can lead to them having abysmal grades, and it can lead to them having even worse reactions from these teachers. But this can all be solved. If a teacher were to listen to the students and understand without ignoring or acting passive-aggressive towards whom you disagree with, it could really help out the learning environment, and it'll make your kids more successful. Some of the ways that teachers can act passive-aggressive towards students is through methods as simple as criticizing their ideas, or it could be as harsh as manipulation, like implying that that student shouldn't have said what they just did, which is simply wrong, and it doesn't feed into a healthy learning environment, and it certainly doesn't feed into a wealth of knowledge, because having a wealth of knowledge in a classroom of so many diverse people and cultures is so important. And if that student is simply asking you a question or saying, "That doesn't seem right," and you simply shut them down and say, "No, I am right," it may even seem to them like you're trying to attack their culture, when you simply aren't. The best way that you could solve this issue is through just listening. Because I want you to remember, to them, shutting down means shutting up.